Outbreak of the Russian Revolution, October 25, 1917. The Russian Revolution refers to a series of events that took place in the Russian Empire in 1917. The revolution consists of two stages, namely the February Revolution and the October Revolution. The February Revolution was a revolution that occurred as a result of popular movements in Russia, mainly in Petrograd, now St. Petersburg. This revolution, which broke out in February 1917, brought about the end of the Russian Empire and partial democratic reforms. However, political instability persisted in the country after these events. The October Revolution took place on October 25, 1917. According to the old Julian calendar, it was November 7. The Bolshevik Party came to power with the rise of the Bolsheviks led by Vladimir Lenin. The October Revolution is considered a socialist revolution and laid the foundation for the establishment of a communist government in Russia. The revolution brought an end to the monarchy in the Russian Empire and replaced it with a socialist administration. The October Revolution is considered a significant turning point in history and an event that influenced the world political map. The Russian Revolution led to economic, social, and political changes in Russia. The revolution focused on factors such as the demands of the working class, land reform, and the end of the war. The Russian Provisional Government, which had a relatively short lifespan during the Russian Revolution, was established as a temporary authority. However, the Bolsheviks seized power in the October Revolution and replaced the Provisional Government. The revolution led to the Russian Civil War and turned into a period of conflict between the Bolsheviks and the White Army. The Russian Civil War lasted from 1917 to 1922 and ended with the victory of the Bolsheviks. The establishment of the Russian Soviet Federative Socialist Republic laid the foundations for the Soviet Union. The Russian Revolution influenced socialist movements worldwide and served as an inspiration for similar revolutions in other countries. As a result of the Russian Revolution, Russia's economy, politics, and society underwent radical changes. It became a center for communist ideology with the establishment of the Soviet Union. However, there were also difficulties and pressures during the revolutionary process. The revolution faced various challenges as a result of the Civil War, economic problems, and repressive policies. The Russian Revolution has various interpretations and analyses among historians and experts. While some see the revolution as a turning point and a movement that brought freedom, others evaluate it as a repressive and bloody period. The social, political, and cultural impacts of the Russian Revolution were felt for a long time and left a historical legacy. The Russian Revolution is considered one of the most significant events in modern world history. This revolution inspired socialist movements and marked a period of debate over the capitalism-communism divide. After the Russian Revolution, communist ideology rapidly spread worldwide and had impacts on many countries. The Russian Revolution is considered an example of how the social, political, and economic upheavals of a nation can lead to revolutions. The revolution is one of the events that shaped world history and still has its effects felt today. The Russian Revolution is a movement that reflects people's belief in democratic ideals, demands for social equality, and the quest for justice. The communist regime established as a result of the Russian Revolution became a significant power in the world political system. However, this regime is subject to different evaluations with its both positive and negative aspects. It is important to evaluate the historical and political details to understand the impacts and interpretations of the Russian Revolution. Conducting in-depth research on the revolution will provide more awareness and understanding. The Russian Revolution is a turning point to understand the social, political, and economic conditions of that period. the consequences of the revolution are still being debated and analyzed. The teachings and experiences of the Russian Revolution are being examined by historians, political scientists, and social scientists. The revolution has been the subject of many academic studies and publications related to its research. The meaning and significance of the Russian Revolution can be examined and evaluated from different perspectives. The Russian Revolution can be considered as the birth and transition of an era. The events of this period have left deep traces in world history. The Russian Revolution is an example of revolutions and societal transformations in history. While the success or failure of the Russian Revolution is debatable, its impacts were felt for a long time. The revolution is a fundamental event that influenced the world political order. The Russian Revolution brought many problems and difficulties, but at the same time, it also opened the door to change. The revolution became a movement that reflected people's demands for justice, freedom, equality, and social change. The history and details of the Russian Revolution are an in-depth subject for history enthusiasts and researchers. The revolution has a wide literature and sources, and there are many resources available for research. The teachings of the Russian Revolution are an important field of study for anyone interested in world history and politics. The revolution has played a significant role on the world political stage and had its impacts felt in many countries. In addition to being a historical event, the Russian Revolution has also led to profound economic, social, and political changes. The revolution serves as a lesson that highlights the need for the study of human nature and social science. Recognizing and understanding the Russian Revolution enables us to understand the flow of history and human experience.